Check. Check, 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 check. You guys hear me? Yeah, hello? Lemons, PC build, just say, let's go. Okay. Got somebody in here. The stream is not dead. It's alive. How we doing? How we doing? What's up, Brandon? It's good to see you. All right, today we are building an incredible whiteout PC with a, well, okay, so this is the only piece that's not totally like white, but we got this XFX 7900 XT, got an Intel 13700K, 2 terabytes of storage, 32 gigs of RAM, this awesome ROG Strix B768 gaming, AIO, even a white power supply, and of course, ow, that was my elbow, don't worry, it wasn't the case. This nice white case. All right, should we get started? Should we get to building? I'm cooking chicken and black bean chili. Bro, I want some right now. Ship it, I want some. Sounds delicious. Now you're watching me, hey. Dinner and a show, right? Dinner and a show. Okay. Hatfield, how we doing? That case is way better than mine. No comment. Technically, your case is still here, you know, if you want to pay another mild build fee. Navy, what's up? Are you done already, or are you just taking a break? Yo, Goofy, what's up, man? Build day! Whoop, whoop. Doesn't it look so much better than the old setup? Like the black wall, just the lighting in here, it's top notch. Okay? I mean, like, not to scratch my own back, but like, or pat my own back, whatever it's called. But it's pretty good. Hatfield, how we doing? Can't wait to see it. Yes, sir. The haircut definitely helps. You're right. I got it today. Fun story about me getting a haircut today. So, you know, I get my haircuts in Caldwell, which, you know, is 20-25 minutes away from my house. But anyways, I go, drive there, get my haircut, everything's great. I was like, sweet, I'm gonna have time to like go home, shower, and then get over here in time for like a 3:30, maybe 4 o'clock stream. No, what happens is, I get about 2/3 of the way home, and well, I ran out of gas, okay? My truck ran out of gas. It was still showing a 1/4 of a tank, which I was like, okay, that's fine. Like, that's lower than I normally like to go. Like, I don't normally like to push it beyond a 1/4 of a tank. It had been hovering around a 1/4 of a tank for a little bit. I was like, you know, it's probably fine. Like, I'll take care of it like tomorrow or tonight after I'm done working or building, and everything will be great. But it wasn't great. I ran out of gas, so I had to call my wife. Thankfully, she was like at Winco right next to like where I got stopped. And so she came and picked me up, drove me home, got our gas can, drove me to the Shell, went and got some gas in it, poured it in, and then I was able to drive home, shower, get here. So, you know, all in all, it was still a pretty good day. I didn't let it get my spirits down, but I was still just like, okay, this is not fun. It's not ever fun being stuck on the side of the road, you know? Toot my own horn. That's right, Derek. Took a break for food. You'll be back on later if you got a spot. I don't know what I'm doing later. B-Stash said they might have room for me. If not, then I definitely have room, because then I don't have anyone to play with. Okay, let's get this 13700K in there. Mild meaning like 50% of what you paid before. Well, yeah, plus, I mean, you do have to pay for the case, too. But yeah, something like that. I don't know. I should probably charge you more because it's actually more work to move it to a new case. But, you know, I'm not here to make money off of my good friends, you know. I don't know. I am a bot, Navy. I am a bot. It's not my fault. What a journey. What a journey. What a day. but it's okay because we're here now. I want to switch to that. Also, look, I put the giveaway number right there. This is where we're at so far. We're at 194. I can't quite read it from this far. I think it says 94. If you're thinking about buying a 14900K, even though you have a 13900K, if you're going to do that, one, make sure you have DDR5 RAM, and two, I would probably say make sure that you have like really high-end DDR5 RAM. Maybe even consider getting a Z790, or wait just a little bit and get a, you're gonna make sure you want like a Z890 or whatever those motherboards are gonna be when they come out. Okay, SSD, let's get that installed. It's madness! Wait, what's madness, Ben? What's madness? No, I missed your you missed your PC? Okay. Cool. Trap did overclock it and everything today, so it should be good to go. Look, it comes with its own fancy little cover. We don't want that though. We want to go straight onto. Oh my god, why? Why is this so hard? We just want to get straight onto that thermal pad. It's gonna be the best. Now that your fuel gauge is iffy, you can mount a cool military fuel can in the bed. I mean, my fuel gauge is literally like right behind my back. If I really wanted to change it out, I could just change it out. It's an in the cab fuel gas tank. So Intel CPU and AMD GPU. Yeah, it's not very common. Not a lot of people do that. For those who dare. No, wait, that's Asus. Yeah, I don't know if AMD has one like that. Right. Close that up. I have a pretty good Z790. Okay, so you already have a Z790. What RAM do you have right now? Yeah, so that's the thing. You're probably, I don't know what the capabilities of like the new stuff will be, like if you need both the newer board and the new chip, or if the memory controller in the 14900K will be good enough with the Z790 board. Like if you want to get these like 8,000 mega transfers per second RAM kits that are going to be coming out, don't know. Okay, we can't put the backplate on this yet because it's an Intel and it'll just fall out. So let's get our RAM in there and then we'll get moving. Yeah, that's the only thing is the RAM speed you might get limited to like 7,200 or whatever it is, 7,600. You won't be able to hit the 8,000, which is like the new ones that are coming out. Some of them are like XMP of 8,000. You're trolling. What I should get is just like a freaking giant ass gas tank, you know? Get myself like a 50-gallon one, and then when I see prices drop a little bit, I'm like, done. Fill her up. How's the new studio? Oh, dude, I'm loving it. Not doing the contact frame on this one? No, I don't think I have anymore. Let me check. Never mind. I have one more. We'll do it. Good shout. Is traffic crazy where you live? No. The town I live in is like 100,000 people, man. I mean, for the people who like grew up here, it's probably crazy to them because It's grown a ton since like they were kids, but like no, it's not bad. Thermaltake for the win. That's right. Thermaltake ones are pretty solid. There's one from like Thermal Grizzly or something too that actually has like a nice gasket system for a little bit nicer contact, but no, these Thermaltake ones are good too. Lots of potatoes. There are indeed lots of potatoes, lots of onions too, believe it or not. Here in the city, I do a fuel tank relocate. Oh, just so like people can't steal it or something? I mean, I could probably set up a dual tank system. I've already got a, I bought a whole like, switch and relay setup so that I can add in. There's a couple of like electronic stuff or electric stuff that I want to add in to my system that aren't there, like horns and some other stuff. I can't remember what else I was gonna do. I was gonna get some like USB-C charging and whatnot. Anyways, I could add in a switch for doing like swapping from one tank, like having it pull from one tank to the other, you know, like have a valve. That would be kind of cool. Okay, got that done. Put that away. All right, that's ready to go. Put that over there. I don't know why these fans are even still on here. Let's get this cute little Thermaltake case out here. This is the Thermaltake S200. What's not worth the extra $30? The potatoes? Oh, the thermal grizzly thing. It actually wasn't that expensive. It was like 20-ish bucks, I think, when I saw it last. And these were like, I think I paid like $11 for these. Wait. I need to find the accessory kit. Wait. Is there an accessory kit? maybe it's lashed to the stuff in the back. I got hit in a 68 with the tank in the cab. It ruptured. Oh. Yeah, that doesn't sound great. Yeah, I don't know. I don't drive it that much, but yeah, I don't know if I don't really want to go through that work to relocate the friggin' gas tank. A lot of effort. This is the Thermaltake S200. Got me confused between Thermaltake and Thermaltake. Okay, now I can set that down. Any chance you have an extra heart? Mine's just been stolen. Sorry. The only one I've got is... I was gonna... Oh yeah, it works. I'll say the only one I've got is black. Gross. Like the Grinch. Second, I was like, does that have a bad connotation? I mean, it does, having a black heart, but... I was like, could this be construed as racist in some way? But I don't think it can. The term like having a black heart is pretty common, right? See the world we live in? I can't even try and say something that's not even meant to be construed the wrong way without being worried about it. It's terrible. Terrible world we live in. All right. Anyways, let's get this in here. Oh, okay. This is not set up for a ATX motherboard yet. A little bit. This need. I have not built in one of these yet. We'll find out. A little smaller than I anticipated, if I'm being honest. It still looks like it'll fit everything we want to do in here, but it looks a little tight. Like, I don't know how big this GPU is, but it's feeling a little tight. Like, I'm tempted to pull it out real quick, because it has me a little bit concerned. What do I do with my knife? Put it down here? Oh, there it is. Okay. Looking real narrow here. And the 7900 XT might be a wide boy. I'm a little nervous. Sorry. Didn't mean to smack the microphone there. Oh no. That's not gonna work. So this guy's gonna come to about here, and it's basically touching this. Well, I think we have a solution, I think. So the customer originally ordered a white GPU. He paid the difference for this bigger GPU, but it was back ordered originally, and I didn't know, I couldn't confidently say that I would have it quickly, because when things are back ordered on Newegg, you just never really know. So I told him, I was like, hey, what if we upgraded to this one, which I know is on hand, without checking to make sure that it would fit in the case. But the other one came in. The other one came in, and it's got a much smaller box. I don't know if he's in here. No, it won't fit, especially because I have to put the radiator up here. The current one will not fit. That 7900 XT is not gonna fit. I really did not realize how small this case was. But this guy, on the other hand, should fit. It might still be a little bit tight. This guy should totally fit. So I'm gonna put it in there. I will talk to the customer. And yo, what's up? How we doing, Hokie? I'll talk to the customer and say, hey, I was able to get the original GPU that you wanted, and I will refund you the money back for the difference. And we're all good. So, there we go. This is the beautiful white ASRock GPU. So, I think he'll be happy with it. I'm gonna send him an email really quick, because yeah, I'm a bot, and I'll forget. Okay. The case is kind of small. You are just building PC after PC. You must have a full queue. I do have a pretty full queue right now. I had about 7 builds come in. I'll put on the void list for beefy builds for sure. Yeah, it's definitely, it's a baby build PC for sure, or case for sure. Which reminds me, I think I'm actually gonna take out these front fans before I try to install the motherboard. That way I don't accidentally scratch up the motherboard or anything. Because we're gonna replace these with fans that come with the AIO. And then on the top, we're gonna put matching Deepcool fans as the ones that are on the AIO, so that they look perfect and matchy-matchy. Yeah, Ben, this is definitely a smaller form factor case than I thought it would be. Just a wee bit. But it's okay, like, honestly, the GPU that we were gonna put in here wasn't even the intended one originally. But he like, it went into back order between when I quoted him the build and when he actually paid for his PC, so it just kind of happened that way. Let's get the other ones out, and then we can pull the front panel off. We'll get those out of here. Yeah, it's listed as a mid tower. I feel like it should be listed as an ATX mini tower almost, or a small tower. I don't know. Like, that's the hard part about those like designations, is like you call this a mid tower, sure, but then like the Fantex P400A is like a mid tower, and you're like, well, that thing's way bigger than this. Yeah, like a mini mid tower. There you go. It's a ridiculous name, but I mean, at least it kind of gives you an idea. Am I live on YouTube right now? Like, an awful quiet over there. All right. This might be a little tough to actually get off. Not quite the front panel. Type of front panel you can just like pull directly off. You gotta actually squeeze these little guys a little bit. Oop. I guess once you get it started, then it goes off. Cool. Set that on down. Yo, what's up, AD? How we doing? Down. Let's save that for later. Actually, we won't need it because the Deepcool fans don't need that. They come with their own. Okay, now stick that in there, flip her on back down, do that, take a drink of water. Oh, we are live on YouTube. Hi, babe. Okay, now we still need to put in one more of these standoffs. Ow. Riding the struggle bus a little bit today, aren't we? Doing great. I see you're doing big things with your PC business. Hey, thank you. I'm trying, man. We're trying. Definitely been working hard on it. All right. Crazy how builds change in an instant. It's true. They usually don't. Sometimes. Sometimes they do. All right. A couple of these started. Yo, how are you doing, Larry? Thanks, Ben. Yes, it's working. You know, I was looking through my YouTube analytics earlier today, and it was weird. Actually, my I had more views coming in. These feel off. These feel like they're too small. I actually had more views coming in from live streams and more watch hours from live streams than from my YouTube videos. And I was like, man, I don't even feel like I live stream that much to YouTube. It's actually in the box. I'm just gonna double check and make sure that Thermaltake didn't do something funky with which cables they use, or which bolts they use for the motherboard. Nope, we're good. They use the standard ones. Okay. I was just a little worried they were feeling a little loosey-goosey in these holes. They do actually. They do. I looked through my total monetization. It's not hours. I don't know if they count hours while you're live or not, but they 100% count live stream hours after they've been watched. I actually have quite a few watch hours on live streams from after they've been, like after I finished the stream. Use Loctite? No. Lemons, you bot. I remember you talking in chat's chat 2 years ago about how it's such a big risk, and now you're renting your own office? I know. Well, yeah, 2 years ago I had to freaking drop 25 grand on, or was it 20 grand? 20 grand on parts to be able to stay afloat during the GPU shortage. That definitely was a big risk, man. Yeah, now we got our own office space, and we have an editor, and we're putting out content and grabbing partners and all sorts of stuff. Definitely been working hard on it. If I win the Powerball tonight, I'm ordering the biggest PC you've ever built. Done. In. Did you put in for the Powerball tonight? I thought they were previously not counted too, but everything I've looked at in terms of when I looked at my analytics, when I counted up live stuff and VOD content, when I put those together, I got the total number that shows on my monetization. So I think they must have changed it, because I was under the same impression for a long time. Okay, USB 3 up here. I'm gonna run that down from same opening as where our motherboard power is gonna come through, and our USB 3.2 is gonna come through. You guys are not seeing what I'm doing. I'm a bot. Oh, we don't have a USB 3.2. Just USB 3. Got it. Hopefully Ryan sees that email. Hopefully I didn't just send it to myself. No, I didn't. I responded to his email. You never know how those Loctite screws came out of the HP. Yeah. I didn't even realize those were Loctite when I was pulling them out, because yeah, they didn't seem like it, did they? All right. So we got all these. And I've been using so many of the, like the ones that are like all together. What did I just put in there? Reset switch. I've been using so many of these front panel headers from like NZXT and stuff lately that they're all nice and already like they put them in as a single connector that like for a half second I had to like actually stop and think about where these all go. Crazy, right? All right, there we go. Good to go. Put those on the right way? It did. Okay. Just double checking that I put the power LED on the right way. Keep doing big things. Hey, thanks, Jimmy. I heard Powerball winners tip very well. Probably do. Okay. I'm gonna put my CPU power cable in. We can install our top and rear fans, and then I'll work on the AIO. Actually, I don't need to put the CPU power in if we're only doing fans on top. We're not doing the radiator. Let's just go straight to the fans. My #1 fans. Oh, it's Susan time. What am I doing, chat? We can't ignore Susan 2 builds in a row. You know? She needs to be seen by the people. All right, Susan. You never told me how those Loctite screws came out. I mean, they came out just fine, actually. I didn't even really realize they were Loctite. Okay, there we go. Now Susan, in all her glory, is here. Probably the best building investment I've ever made, maybe besides my screwdrivers, but just cross that everything and naturally Loctite. You know, Andrew, AD, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, my good sir. All right. So we need to make sure that we do these correctly. So this guy is going to be mounted here, and he's going to have to tie in to one of these guys, like so. A little backwards from the normal orientation I'd like to do them in, but what must be done. And this guy is gonna have to come across, and he's gonna go into this guy. This guy is gonna stick out the back and get attached to the motherboard. So, what's the best way to accomplish this, you ask? I don't know. First thing is we're gonna bring this down. I'm gonna bring her down. Yo, what's up, TS Villa? How you doing? It's Lazy Susan for the lazy redneck. Just kidding. Redneck has back problems and neck problems. And Lazy Susan's very nice for both of those things. Ah, that was wrong. I almost poured the bolts down the trash. What is going on with me today? Am I dehydrated or something? Okay. We can connect this in now. We want the extension? I don't feel like we really need it. It's not a very big case. Okay. Take our little filter off the top. Yo, Jim Reaper, how you doing? Okay, we can get this guy up here. How's everybody's hump day going? I just realized it's Wednesday. We're halfway through the week. Halfway through to survival. Ganu coming in with a follow. Sorry, I definitely did not pronounce your name right. I don't even know if that was enough to say I really tried, but I definitely appreciate the follow. Switch to this hand. Right hand is much better at this. Okay. Okay, that is all installed. We can put this back up. Now we'll just get these guys connected. So we need a signal for these fans. And we will run those down to the bottom. Put them down on here. Nice little spot there. Well, it'll look better if we go to the bottom. It'll look better. Okay, got that there. Gonna do the same sort of thing with the RGB connection. RGB connection over here. Okay, then that leaves this RGB connection open. Oh, there's two of them up there. Well, I guess we have one open for the AIO, and then, I don't know, if the customer ever wants to throw another RGB connection in there. And, well, I think we do want that extension on here, actually. It's a little bit tight, so choices are a little bit too tight, making it hard for cable management, or a little bit too long, making it mildly harder for cable management. So we'll choose a little too long. So I just put this little extension on here. That way we can run it over here and keep it all nice and tight, nice and looking good. Okay, got that in here. We can now work on our AIO. Squeeze this over to the side. Y'all are a little bit quiet today. That long of a day? Hump Day just take it out of everybody? Time to watch a nice soothing build after a rough day. Hey, appreciate you coming in here. Thank goodness, only 2 days to the weekend. That's right. Only 2 more days. It's practically nothing, right? Gonna blink and they'll be over, right? Okay. I am going to fully just remove this SSD tray. We're not putting any 2.5-inch SSDs in here, and it's only going to cause disruptions down below. So we're just going to take it out. Customer will get it, but they don't need it. And there's really not a whole lot of reasons these days to buy a old school SATA drive. No. Get all these guys connected in together. Get our mounting hardware out here. Need that. We need that. Certainly need that. Don't need that. Learned a trick this weekend and finally got your 6,000 megahertz RAM running at full speed stable on AM5 Expo. Had to enable memory context restore so it would not retrain memory. Oh, interesting. Okay. Ready to start this business here. So, start from the top here. Okay. Just started. It has started. Okay. First fan is in. Good. Top fan is still able to spin. We get our second fan installed here. Okay, fan number 2 installed. Okay. Getting there. Not seem like it's actually in there. Oh, it is. Okay, we're good. Get this last bolt in. Then we'll tighten them all down across the board. Not too tight, but tight enough that they don't back out in shipping. Uh-oh. This one I barely even tightened in it. Seems like it might have stripped the thread. See if we can get it in there again. Not. We have some slightly longer bolts. Yeah. I didn't even hardly tighten that one. That might be too long and the wrong thread type. Let's try this guy. There we go. So this one bolt is so short that the moment I tried to get any sort of torque on it, I'm talking just bare minimum, it stripped the thread. So, fortunately, I had to supplement it with a longer bolt. That, ladies and gents, is why you always store extra bolts. Don't get rid of them. Okay. Right. So we need to feed this through here. This is going to get connected into our CPU cooler. This guy is going to get connected into this, which is going to go into our motherboard. Okay. Now we can work on getting our CPU cooler installed, which with the Intel mount is not ideal. It would be ideal if you had 3 hands, but considering most people only have 2, it's less than ideal. All right, and the plan here is going to mount it like that, so that these stay nice and low. Don't rub on that fan. If we went the other way, boom, they're rubbing on that fan. So we gotta go this way. Come on. All right. Now comes the fun, tricky part, where you need 3 hands. Okay. Got that on there. Oh, we did it. No, come back. Okay. Now we can get these cables routed. So we got this one, which is for the AIO pump. Go right there. This other one is going to get routed to the back for now. Okay, got those both routed to the back. Now our CPU pump connects into this guy, which realistically, actually just get rid of this guy. One of the smaller cases, so it goes all the way from the pump, connects to this top fan. Now those are all connected. Easy. Don't need this. I missed your opening. What GPU are you going to install? It's going to be a ASRock Phantom Gaming, the white 7800 XT. Very, very, very nice looking GPU. Okay. Fresh cut, yes sir. Got my haircut this afternoon. Part of the reason why I was so late to start the stream. The other part is that I ran out of gas driving the truck on the way home. So apparently a quarter tank in my truck means empty. Like not, oh, it's almost empty. No, it's empty. Empty, empty. So that's fun. Okay. Got the RGB connected for that. Now we just need to do the SATA power for both of those. $7,800 new stuff and white, very cool. Yes, sir. This is a very, very nice case. A little small. Hopefully that won't be a problem for us. Hopefully. Okay. I think it's time to get some power cables in here. We've got this Thermaltake 850 watt Snow edition, which, believe it or not, has white cables. People are going ham on my Monopoly Go board. Nice. I saw Queen Eliminator posting about that game a bunch. Trying to see how many power cables this GPU is going to take. 2. Okay, good to know. Got Lewis watching while we load him up to the ER. Possible broken arm. How do you do that? Jumping off of buildings or something? Yo, what's up, AT? How you doing? Very pretty. Very, very pretty. Let's just hope it all fits. A little concerned about that GPU fitting. There's only one way to find out. Technically, I could test it right now. Typical 7-year-old boy flipped out of the hammock. Nice. Okay. All right. Motherboard power, check. What's that? CPU power, check. There's a GPU. Another GPU. There's a SATA. Are there any GPU power cables that aren't doubled? Looks like there's not. Besides the 12 HP power one. Alright. Well, that's fine. You just want to see it made to look like a giant Wii? That would be nice. That would be pretty funny. Okay, I'm gonna get that pre-connected. I'm gonna put the CPU power in first. 3-year-old daughter has done that twice already. She's broken her arm twice already. By flipping out of the hammock, or just flipped herself out of the hammock on accident? Yeah, just looked out of the hammock. Oh. Hopefully she doesn't break anything, I guess. Jeez. Wouldn't have thought that you could break something falling out of a hammock, but weirder things have happened, I suppose. Alright. This is gonna go in this way. So let's get our GPU or CPU power in here on top. This isn't an overly powerful GPU in terms of total wattage, so we probably don't need to use 2 separate cables. But I refuse to not do this, I guess. If there's 2 cables on the GPU, I want 2 dedicated cables to the power supply. That's just the way I roll. All right, then we need to put SATA in here. Sure, it's not necessary on 90% of GPUs, but here we are. Doing it anyways. Okay, there we go. Oops. Drop the zip tie. The beautiful looking PC. I doth agree. Okay. Get our motherboard power. Is there any RGB? Yes, all of the fans have RGB, and the center of the CPU, the AIO, whatever it's called, also has RGB. No, don't do that. There we go. Okay, motherboard power is installed. We can get our SATA power installed as well. Yo, the real McCoy coming in with a follow. Thank you so much. All right. Let's get our SATA power connected in here. Heard I would give a like and comment here too. What's up, Chris? I heard you were the tech guru Yella sent you. Hey, love to hear that. Thank you so much for coming over. Your build streams are dangerous. It makes me think I could do it because you make it look so easy. Yes, you too could do this. Especially, hear me out on this, especially if you do it for like almost 3 years straight and do it like over 100 times. If you do that, you too could do it this easily. I feel like at this point I'm just putting off trying to get the GPU in here because I'm afraid that it's not gonna fit. Like, I know technically it's supposed to be able to fit, but crazier things have happened. We better just do it before I lose my nerve. Reception is key. All right. Pull off these two guys. Not sure I know what reception is key means, but hoping that's a good thing. Oh, these are like the super cheap ones that are just like, they just rip out. They don't even come out. You don't even get to reuse them. Okay, okay. Still loving your giant apartment size case. Hey, if you've got the room for it, why not? All right, here goes nothing, chat. Now that is a freaking GPU. You know? She real purty. Gotta get all the plastic off. You said doing it for 3 years would make anyone good at it. Oh, repetition. I read that as reception. I was like, I'm confused. But that's just because apparently I'm bad at reading. I get it now. Now that you said repetition again and I go back to read it and it does in fact say repetition, it makes way more sense. Like tons of sense. Like complete sense. Whoops. So once they're out, they're out for good? What do you mean? GPUs? Okay, so I think technically this is going to fit, but it'll be a question of can I get it in there? Wondering if I need to like pull the radiator out. Get this in here. Like, you look at it from here, like where it's gonna end up, it'll fit, but you have to get it past, you have to get it past this bit first. I did it! Yes! You doubted me? You doubted me? Yes! How freaking sweet does that look in that case? Hmm? Yo, what's up, Queen? How are you? How dare any of you doubt me and my spatial awareness? Okay, really, I was probably the one that was doubting myself. Matt, what do you mean, like, once they're out for good? You mean in terms of, like once you pull the GPU out of the thing? Yeah, pretty much once you pull the GPU out of that thing, like, it's yours now, for the most part. But it fit. What are we building? King, we are building. This has a 13700K, a 7800 XT, 32 gigs of CL32-6400 RAM, and a 360 millimeter AIO in the front, a couple of RGB fans on top, Asus ROG Strix B760 motherboard, 2 terabyte SSD, and an 850 watt power supply. The things you pulled off the back. Oh yeah. Those are done. Once you pull them out, they're done. In this case, not every case is like that, but this case. King, thank you so much for the follow, by the way. Appreciate you. It's powerful. It is indeed powerful. Okay, we got to figure out how we're going to get these GPU cables in there. I think... No. I think the ideal way in terms of looks would be to come through this little porthole right here. Whether that's feasible or not is not exactly known at this moment. Seems like it's gonna work. Doesn't seem like we're gonna break anything yet. All right, so we got that cable through. Now comes the harder of the two cables. The second one. Let's get this out of the way. Okay, we got that through as well. Now we just gotta pull this thing back through down here. Okay, we're good. We did it. We did it right. Did it tight. Or maybe we didn't do it right. I mean, we did do it right. I'm just worried. I just maybe should have put that power cable on the right-hand side instead of the left-hand side, but okay. Come on. Stay together. You must stick together or you will fail. or I will fail. Okay, got it. There we go. The Vapors, how we doing? How is 6800 with a 12700K? This is a 7800 XT with a 13700K. I've had a 12700K with a 6900 XT for like a year and a half and haven't really had any issues with it. So Intel CPU with an AMD GPU, really, it's unconventional, I'd say, because most of the people who have Intels also are the people who want NVIDIA, but there's nothing wrong with it. It works just fine. Oh, it would definitely suck if they pulled the wrong ones off on a case, like on a nice case like this, where yeah, it's just, or like a really pretty build like this, where you're just like, well, that didn't go according to plan, and then yeah, it's done. Nothing you can do about it. That would be unfortunate. All right, we're gonna zip tie these boys up together a little bit. Sorry, I don't have any white zip ties. Go with the white cables. That's okay. We'll clip that guy off. Hide it up a little bit. There we go. That's a pretty looking PC if I do say so myself. But can't focus on that yet. We gotta focus on this. We gotta focus on getting this cable management in shape in the back. Huh? Yo, SK, what's up, my guy? Since you're here, and I haven't messaged you yet, NZXT told me they already shipped the replacement panel since yours came in chipped. So it should not be long. Should not be long for this world. Fans on the outside of the case? No, I just haven't put the front panel back on. Just haven't put the front panel back on. Okay. CPU power cable is managed. There we go. Okay, so we got that CPU power cable all nice and managed over there. Now we can start working on this other stuff. SATA power, I think for the most part, we're gonna kind of cable tie it up. I'll stick it underneath the case like this. It's just gonna go down like that. Get a couple more zip ties here for the bottom, and we'll use cable ties along the side, I believe, if we can fit them. Sometimes the channels are not wide enough to use them, but we'll see what we can do. That one's gonna have to get zip tied to there, but you like this build? Pretty sweet, huh? Okay. Promise this is the last zip tie that we're hoping to use. Okay, that is not the last zip tie that we're hoping to use. This, in fact, is the same exact zip tie and we'll probably break too. We'll try one of these. These are fresh. Fresh out the box. Okay, here we are. Like that. Okay, and then now we want some more these nice cable ties that I buy off Amazon for like not a lot of money. Cheap and cheerful. Stab it, Susan. I know your entire job is to rotate. I need you to stay still. Okay. Love the shirt. Hey, thanks, David. All right. That's what we got on the back. Clip all these zip ties. Ooh, don't fall. Don't fall. A few more zip ties than we normally use, but with a small case without a super nice dedicated rear channel, I'd say that's pretty good. What do you think? Super awesome PC you're building, love that too. Yeah, buddy. It's pretty cool, man. Pretty cool PC. Okay, let's get the front of the case back on. There we go. Looking nice and sleek. Get this top filter back on. Look at that. She real purty. Okay? She real purty. You know the drill, chat. You're in here. If you want to see this thing get turned on, if you want to get turned on by this, I mean, you might already be turned on by this, but if you want to see this thing get turned on in all of its glory, you guys know what to do? I want to see some fire emojis in the chat. Every single one of you in here, I want some sort of fire emoji in the chat so that I can turn this baby on and turn all of you on in the process, okay? I get the mood lighting a little set here. Set the mood. Don't mind me, just kicking my microphone a little bit. All right, I see one from Mark. Mecha Wizard with a Star Trek shirt. That's right. Now give me some fire emojis in the chat. Quick. Need them stat. There we go, Wizard. That's what I appreciate about you. All right, I want at least one more before we flip the switch on this bad boy, okay? Like I'm even giving you a little teaser there. I flipped the switch on the power supply. Hey, thank you, Paul. All right. Now that's free of any thumbprints. Let's do this. The Menglayer, thank you so much for that as well. Appreciate you. All right, let's make sure you guys get a view of the front as well. So fans on the front are the exact same fans as the ones on the back and on top. And then Deepcool, also obviously the whole AIO, so the LEDs and stuff that are used in the center of the CPU cooler block are the same. And then we've got the Gskill RGB LEDs, and then the ASRock Steel Legend GPU has some RGB in there, as you can see, maybe through the side, but there's also from the bottom. Pretty sick. Jatana, thank you so much. Appreciate you hopping in here. You've probably been in here for a while, but I appreciate you. All right, I'll get you guys a little bit closer look. That's too far away in my opinion. Hold on. Okay, there we go. I need to bring that up a little bit. Check that out. By the way, the Lazy Susan is such a good idea while building, and especially while streaming it. Yeah, I agree, Paul. One of my now mods, Richard Villanueva, came up with the idea before I moved into my new office, and it is a game changer. It's not as big of a deal for like builds like this, but for like the bigger builds, especially, having the ability to just sit there and like flip it around back and forth without any real effort, it was so nice, because my arms would be like legitimately tired after like an hour of sitting there like flipping a case back and forth while I try and do stuff, you know? Well, chat, I think it's time that we switch over and play some video games. What do you guys think? We play some video games today? Shall we? Shall we play some video games? gonna move all my chats back over to that screen, so I'll be able to read them. I think we should play some video game. If you're into RTS, you should check out Bar Beyond All Reason. Wait, what is RTS? I might sound really dumb, but what is RTS? Dude, that build doesn't that look so good, Ben? Bro, it turned out better than I thought it would, if I'm being honest. Like, I knew it was gonna look good. There was no doubt about that with like the components that we selected. But honestly, it looks amazing. Oh, real-time strategy. I don't know if I've really played much real-time strategy other than like Mass Effect. Like I think Mass Effect would qualify as like a real-time strategy game. Other than that, I haven't really played much. I haven't really played much other than COD lately. Like I work so much. Like I'm working full-time and doing this. I don't know. Okay, if you're on the YouTube chat right now, we are going to end it. I like to try and keep that strictly about PC stuff and not so much about gaming. So we're going to call the YouTube stream. I really appreciate all of y'all coming in, hanging out, throwing up some emojis. And yeah, we'll see you YouTubers. Everyone else, stick around. But the YouTube folks, we'll see you guys next time, okay?